Hello, welcome back to my channel, Miss Personal Finance, where we discuss everything finances. I have different series on my page, including an animated series for teens and young adults, but this video will be the first video for my Advanced Budgeting Methods series. In this series, we'll discuss methods that can help elevate your budget practices once you've mastered basic budgeting. Now, it'll take some time to truly master your budget, getting a grasp on the monthly income and expenses, building that habit, that consistency and discipline of budgeting is super important. This step can take months or even over a year to master, but once you have a handle on your budget, you can move on to more advanced budgeting methods that'll allow you to streamline or automate your budget and be a bit more hands off. But in the beginning, it's so important to get in the weeds and truly understand your spending and saving habits. Just a little background. Back in 2020, 2021, when the government was giving out stipends due to the pandemic, I remember using my last one to do two things. First, I finished paying off one of my cars at the time. And second, I completed my 1 month ahead fund. I had been working on that for over a year, and that has been a game changer. Whether you have regular income or if it's inconsistent like ours, like if you're on commission, if you're non-salary and your paycheck depends on the number of hours that you work, we know life happens. So being 1 month ahead provides stability in your budget and it allows you some breathing room so you're not living paycheck to paycheck. You are able to pay everything a month at the beginning of the month and you spend the remainder of that month just building that fund back up for the next one. So it alleviates some financial stress. Now, getting there can be a little bit stressful. It's a bit daunting because when you think about it, you're trying to save up an entire amount of what it takes to run a household while at the same time running a household. So the first step is to find or create some margin. So your margin is going to be what is left over after all of your income comes in and all of your expenses go out. So whatever is left over is that margin. I am going to use our January monthly budget as an example. And as you can see here, we are 1 month ahead and our total expenses add up to $5,000. So we are zero-based budgeters, so that means each dollar has an assignment and there seems to be no extra funds in this specific budget. So if you don't have anything left over, you will have to create that, whether that's going through your monthly budget and decreasing expenses to kind of create some of that margin, whether that's getting a side hustle, a second job, any additional source of income to help create that margin, because that's what you're going to use to build up your 1 month ahead fund. Now, in this example, let's just pretend that we no longer have a car, so I will no longer need this monthly gas expense of $240. So that now becomes my margin because every other dollar is already accounted for. So if I'm just doing simple math and our monthly budget, I'm trying to save up a total of $5,000 divided by $240. As you can see, that is going to take about 21 months, so almost 2 years. So that means if you're super consistent, you're still paying all your monthly bills and debt, but you're taking $240 and saving that amount each month. In about 21 months, you will be 1 month ahead. So on that 22nd month, you'd be able to pay all of your monthly expenses, including debt, savings, everything that you have at the beginning of that month. And then you'll be able to spend the following month just building that back up. Okay. So let's look over some ways. So the first way you can do it is pretty much take that total monthly amount and create a goal. Create that as your goal. So some people use debt trackers, just visual aids. So you'll just have 5,000 as the goal divided by the number of boxes that you have, and you can just keep on working towards getting to that 5,000. Or you can pretty much treat it as a debt and use either the debt snowball or the debt avalanche, but in this case, the debt snowball, to reach that goal of 1 month ahead. So I'm going to use some markers here. So our goal is going to be 5,000. So to some, that's a lot. To me, it is. So it may take some time, or it will take some time to save that amount up. Now, so $5,000, using my monthly budget, instead of doing just the whole lump sum of the $5,000, I can do one thing at a time. So the debt snowball allows you to save for one thing using the margin that you currently have. And then once you've paid that off, or in this case, saved it all, you have more money to add to that margin, and it continues to grow and snowball until you're on your last expense, and you're able to accelerate the rate of savings. So let's start with our first expense here, which in my case, like I said, I think it's so important to always pay yourself first. So whether that's saving or investing, so $200. So in this example, if my margin is $240, I've already saved up for that first bucket. And I have $40 left to go towards the mortgage. So savings was 200. I saved 240 the first month. I have 40 left. And then now I'm working to save up the mortgage amount. So in this case, I already have $40 saved up on the very first month. So that leaves $1,480 to save up. Now, if I divide that, that'll take me about 6 months, a little over 6 months, to save up just that mortgage amount. And for most people, that is the largest monthly expense that they have. So everything is smooth sailing from there. And then I'm not going to use all of them, go through, but you get the idea. You just start with one bucket at a time, and you save it until you reach that total monthly expense. Another tip is to use any type of windfall to help accelerate this. So in this example, we have a 21-month goal if we do nothing else but the 240 monthly margin every single month. Now, if you are a household that receives a tax refund annually, you can put a portion, or all of that towards your savings, your 1 month ahead savings. If you get a bonus at work, if you get any additional income like a loan repayment or birthday money, any kind of monetary gift, you can put that towards your 1 month ahead. And just like if you were doing a debt snowball towards debt, if you're gazelle intense, I promise you, when you focus all of your energy on any one thing, you will definitely see movement. So you can bring that 21 months down to 12 months or even sooner, depending on the intensity and the rate at which you create or increase that margin. So in this series, we're going to look at tips like this and other items that can help you accelerate, elevate, or advance your current budget to step into more advanced budgeting methods. And I can tell you the first step is definitely going to be getting 1 month ahead. Now, if there are any other tips or examples that you have used to get 1 month ahead, I'm sure we would all appreciate it if you left it down in the comments, and then we can use those to help others start their budgeting journey or their advanced budgeting journey into getting 1 month ahead. And that will allow you to implement some of the other budgeting tips that I'll be discussing in this series. But that is all for now for this video. If you'd like to follow along on this or any other journey that we have, please feel free to subscribe, like, and comment. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.